Alright, welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. We'll continue the side quest. Find the Hunted Chocobo.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
There's some stuff to pick up first.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Over here!
Smashed.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still,
Bring it on, mate.
how about we hurt you both?
The power of three icons
then.
by my side against your
But
swords.
don't say I didn't warn
No
you.
chance.
You're finished. You're finished.
Let's get him. Get him.
Enemy slain. 1,200 more ability points so we can upgrade that lightning ability.
You're safe now. Whiteheart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. Though I dare say she'd suit
That's
a
cool.
fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Oh, there's only we can ride her and travel around? That'd be cool.
Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Cool mount.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That
Oh, the
fellow's
same guy.
Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Quest complete. The White-Winged Wonder. Ambrosia's Tack. A bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Chocobo unlocked. Cool.
Good girl.
This is cool. Very cool.
Thanks, Gal.
Don't know when I'll be using it really. I like to travel on foot, but let's head back to the hideaway.
Now, where's Gav?
Oh, I forgot to read the description. Amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow. Cute.
I hear there's
Let's remove this marker. There we go. What's this? Orchestra, yeah. Orchestration.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Hell yeah, let's do that.
Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang
Do we get
in
the choose which
Dalmekia.
one we go for first, or is it going to be linear?
Drake's Spine in Waloed.
That's what I'm curious about.
And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Sweet, off we go then. Unless there's some side missions to do. Would be nice. Notice board, definitely gonna look at that. Otto's counter is now open. The following hideaway, yes, Alliant reports. The hunt board, excellent. we'll be doing those right away. Where's the line board? Here.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
That room's as ragged as...
So Martha's all right.
Ah, yes. Our mysterious Moogle friend. Nectar, was it?
Nectar the Bold, thank you very much.
I'll stick with Nectar if it's all the same to you. What seems to be the matter?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help, as I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all Moogles. No fear in the forest or ghoul of the greens. I go too fast, so I need you to slay them all, Kupo. How the fuck am I supposed to read that so quickly?
Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on the billets and get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, I'm your Moogle. Reports of fiends, heroes and countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes of fearless heroes will take upon themselves the hunt. Okay. I'm gonna write this down. Take a photo actually so I know where to go. And the last one. Okay, we'll be doing those after we do the side missions.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
No
think you
available
can help?
quests. And what should you have?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sure.
Come to claim your just desserts?
Completing side quests will earn renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the twins to donate money or items. Okay.
All yours.
Cool. 400 ability points. Awesome.
You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Where's the side quest? There it is over here. I wish there'd be a system to upgrade the hideout using Gil.
I hear there's
Like,
trouble.
just to make it a bit more nicer.
Think it's alright to touch?
This place is quite big, actually.
now, Martel. Go try your apples. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you?
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
That's nice.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
I hope with these beasts they show where they are on the map, like when we go to the area. I really hope we have to go. Well, what's down here? I hope we don't have to go all the way back down here to turn the quest in, because that's such a long trek. It'd be faster than fast travel, wouldn't it? I guess we can't do these beasts until we unlock the map again. So they'll have to wait.
That broom's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Cool, now do we have to go all the way back to that guy?
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
We do have to walk all the way back to the backyard. God damn it.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Quest complete. We level up as well. Level 26. Big up boost in HP. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Okay. Cool. So, judging by how everything's locked, unavailable, so we have to go to Hawk's Cry Cliff. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosalith Castle and everything in between. Let's go there, shall we? South Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Porter's Holder. We'll visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Adler.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Let's see what they got at the store.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price.
No, there's no useful upgrades yet. We'll buy one of these.
Much obliged.
One of these.
You won't be disappointed.
One more.
There you are.
I'm not buying any music, because it's only used in the hideaway anyway. I will buy a strength tonic.
You won't be disappointed.
And 2 of these.
Much obliged.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well,
for you, mate.
Whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Alright, off we go to Port Isolde, Isolade. Don't know how to pronounce it.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ooh, fallen hunters.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
Who do you think is waking you? The mother crystals collapsed?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
You're finished.
About 600 more ability points away from upgrading our lightning ability. Sick. What's this way? Black
More of my
shields.
mother's men.
Over here! Kill! Get him! All yours, Torgal. Go for
Yeah, this is the second time I've seen something like this. These fallen ruins. Well, the one earlier looked like something I could interact with, but it didn't. Maybe later in the game you unlock the ability to go into like mini dungeons, I guess.
Company.
Go for it! Get him! Sick him! Get him!
Some more Black Knights.
Get him! This one!
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Kill! Yours, Torgal. Get him! Get him! Torgal, kill! Garuda! Over here! Rotor! Get it! And another Rotor!
Trap him in the corner, easy done, enemy slain.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Let's run it.
Good girl.
Oh, okay, that was very short-lived.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Oh, fuck. The whole village is fucking dead.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Alrighty. Are we not just sure his uncle's just not going to turn him in straight to his mum? They've been estranged for like 18 years.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. Back to the stables, Carl.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
You find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buick. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Luckily we do this. Ooh.
Time to fight.
Can we just... Nah, best just to get off.
Straight home now. Let's go.
Faster.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Some turtles to kill. Crabs, sorry.
Ambrosia? That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-riddled dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, not enough
Fuck off!
Hang it, chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said,
away with you,
filth!
Back to your
sties!
Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Oh, she also gets the chocobo when I summon mine. That's cool. The Lazarus district.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Not gonna be that easy, Clive.
Or not.
Enemies bested.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Oh, it's old mate.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Very cool to see Wade again.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I'm going to take a few minutes break. I'll be back for the next part where we go speak with Wade and help him out, and hopefully make our way towards our uncle. Thank you for watching.